I've got a weird one for you, Reddit. AITA for refusing to pay for my friend's car repair after I accidentally scratched it even though he parked like an absolute maniac? Hear me out, this isn't your typical who's at fault fender bender drama. It involves a neon green Fiat, a parking lot outside a vape shop, and a guy who thinks he's the main character in a Fast and Furious spin-off. I'm still reeling from this mess, so let me break it down. I'm a 28-year-old graphic designer who moonlights as a competitive yo-yoer. Yes, it's a thing, and yes, I've got a shelf of trophies to prove it. I live in this quirky little town where everyone knows everyone, and the biggest social hub is a strip mall with a vape shop, a Thai takeout joint, and a laundromat that's always blasting K-pop. My friend Jake, 30, is the kind of guy who'd call himself an entrepreneur, but mostly just resells knockoff sneakers on eBay. He's loud, loves pineapple-flavored vape clouds, and drives this hideous neon green Fiat 500 that he calls the Beast. He's got a custom license plate, B3ASTY, and a bumper sticker that says hustle hard, nap harder. You get the picture. Jake and I have been buds since high school, bonded over our mutual hatred of calculus and a shared obsession with obscure Vine memes. He's a good dude, but he's got this habit of parking like he's auditioning for a chaos agent role. Diagonal across two spots, half on the curb, wheels turned at some physics-defying angle, it's a masterpiece of incompetence. I've roasted him about it for years, usually over beers at the Thai place while he shrugs and says, "Bro, it's vibes, not geometry." The setting for this disaster? The strip mall parking lot, late Thursday night. I just finished a yo-o practice session, working on my double loop combos and decided to grab some pad CEW before heading home. It's a tight lot, maybe 20 spaces with faded lines and a pothole locals call the crater. I roll up in my beat-up Corolla, spot Jake's Fiat sprawled across two spots like a drunk starfish, and groan. He's inside the vape shop, probably haggling over a mango mint cartridge, so I figure I'll squeeze in next to him. Big mistake. I'm maneuvering around the beast, cursing under my breath when my passenger side mirror clips his rear bumper. There's this awful screech, metal on metal, and I freeze. I hop out, heart pounding, and see a gnarly scratch, maybe 6 inches long, cutting through the neon green paint like a lightning bolt. It's not catastrophic, but it's definitely not subtle. My mirror's fine, just a little scuffed. I'm standing there, debating whether to text Jake or pretend I'm a ghost when he bursts out of the vape shop, vape cloud trailing like he's a dragon in a B-movie. "Dude, what the hell?" he yells, spotting the scratch before I can even open my mouth. He's got this exaggerated swagger, pacing around the Fiat like it's a wounded child, hands on his head. "You massacred the beast, bro. This is my baby." "Jake, chill," I say, trying not to laugh at how extra he's being. "It's a scratch. And maybe if you didn't park like you're blindfolded, I wouldn't have hit it." He gapes at me mid-vape puff like I just insulted his entire bloodline. "Are you seriously blaming me? You're the one who can't drive. Look at this." He points at the scratch, then starts Googling Fiat paint repair costs on his phone, muttering about custom color premiums. Here's where it gets dicey. I'm not denying I scratched it, my mirror, his bumper, physics happened. But I'm also not rolling in cash. Yo-yoing doesn't exactly pay the bills, and my design gig barely covers rent and my boba tea addiction. Jake, meanwhile, is scrolling through estimates, $300, $450, one place quoting $600 with a rush fee. He looks up and goes, "You're covering this, right? It's only fair." I blink. No? You parked like an asshole, Jake. I wouldn't have hit it if you'd stayed in the lines. This is 50 to 50 at best." He throws his hands up. 50 to 50? You hit my car. That's 100% on you. What kind of friend pulls this, "not my problem" crap? His voice cracks, and I can tell he's genuinely pissed, like, not just performative Jake drama, but hurt. I feel a twinge of guilt, but then I remember every time I've circled this damn lot because of his parking stunts. Last month, he took up 3 spots during a rainstorm and I got soaked running to the Thai place. "Jake, I'm sorry it happened, but I'm not your insurance policy," I say, crossing my arms. "Learn to park and we wouldn't be here." He scoffs, takes a long drag on his vape, and says, "Wow, real classy. I'd pay if I scratched your car, but I guess loyalty's dead." Then he storms off, leaving me standing there with my takeout bag and a sinking feeling. The fallout was swift and brutal. By Friday morning, our group chat, me, Jake, and our buddies Priya and Carlos, is blowing up. Jake's posted a pic of the scratch with the caption, "When your friend screws you over and won't own it." Priya, who's a mechanic and basically the mom of our crew, texts me privately, "Dude, just split it with him. It's not worth the drama." Carlos, the chaos gremlin, replies all with a popcorn gif and "This is better than Netflix." Meanwhile, Jake's ignoring my texts, 2 apologies, and a meme of a cat pushing a car off a cliff, which I thought was hilarious but apparently didn't land. Saturday, I run into Priya at the laundromat. She's folding towels, BTS blasting in the background, and gives me this look. He's really upset, you know? The beast is his pride and joy. I groan, spinning my yo-yo absent-mindedly. I get it, but I'm not his ATM. He parks like that all the time. She shrugs, says, true, but you did hit it. Karma's messy. Now it's Sunday and Jake's still giving me the silent treatment. Carlos keeps calling me Scratchy McGee in the chat, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm the jerk here. I could have been more careful, sure, but $450 for a scratch feels insane, especially when his parking job set me up to fail. I apologized, offered to buff it out myself with some YouTube tutorials, but he's dead set on a pro job. I just wanted pad CEW, not a friendship implosion. So, Reddit, AITA? I feel bad, but not empty my savings bad. Everyone's picking sides, and I'm stuck wondering if I'm the villain or just a guy who's tired of dodging the beast. What do you think? Okay, Reddit, I need your take on this. ATA for asking my brother for a refund on his birthday after he dragged me into the weirdest night of my life? My family's calling me a cheapskate and a buzzkill, but I swear I'm not the bad guy here. This involves a psychic convention, a guy named Vortex, and a $75 crystal I didn't sign up for. Buckle up. I'm 25, a barista with a side hustle selling crocheted coasters on Etsy, and I live in a small apartment with my cat, Muffin, who judges me daily. My brother, Leo, is 29 and the family wildcard, think cargo shorts, a man bun, and a vibe that screams I just discovered kombucha. He's obsessed with spiritual growth, which mostly means burning sage in mom's kitchen and texting me horoscopes I don't read. We're close though, our sibling bond is 80% memes and 20% bickering over who ate the last Pop-Tart. The chaos kicked off last week at the annual Mystic Moon Expo, this bonkers psychic convention held in a rundown community center on the edge of town. It's all tarot booths, incense haze, and people in flowy robes asking if you've found your aura. Leo's birthday was the same day and he begged me to come as his gift, no cash, just quality time. I'm broke anyway, so I said yes, picturing a chill night of mocking overpriced candles. Spoiler, I was wrong. We roll up and the place is a sensory overload, think tie-dye banners, a guy playing a didgeridoo, and a snack table with chakra-lined granola. Leo's in heaven, dragging me to every booth while I sip a $4 kombucha I regret buying. He's chatting up vendors, getting his palm read, and I'm just nodding along, texting my friend Sam about how I'd rather be home watching Great British Bake Off. Then we hit Vortex's table. Vortex, yes, that's his name, is this wiry dude with a goatee, a velvet cape, and eyes that look like he's seen the future, and it's selling essential oils. His booth is piled with crystals, amethysts, quartz, something called dragon glass that's definitely just painted gravel. Leo's mesmerized, asking Vortex about energy alignment while I'm side-eyeing a $12 moon-charged water bottle. Then Vortex locks eyes with me, points to a chunky blue stone, and says, "This is your destiny, sister. Lapis lazuli. It'll unblock your third eye." I laugh awkwardly because I'm not buying into this, but Leo's nodding like it's gospel. Before I can protest, Leo goes, "We'll take it. My sister needs this." Vortex smirks, says it's $75, and I choke on my kombucha. "Leo, no way," I hiss, but he's already pulling out his wallet, saying, "It's my birthday, let me treat you." I'm flailing, trying to whisper shout I don't want it, but Vortex is wrapping the damn thing in tissue paper, and Leo's beaming like he just saved my soul. I cave, figuring I'll return it later, and we leave with me clutching a rock I'm pretty sure I could find in a fish tank. Fast forward to Leo's birthday dinner that night at Mom's house. It's us, our parents, and Aunt Cheryl, who brought her infamous, tuna casserole. I'm still salty about the crystal, so while Leo's opening gifts, socks from Dad, a kombucha kit from Mom, I lean over and mutter, "Hey, can you refund me for that rock? I'm not keeping it." His face drops. "Refund? It was a gift," he snaps, loud enough that Aunt Cheryl looks up from her casserole. "It's $75 I didn't ask for." I shoot back. "You forced it on me." Leo's man bun practically bristles. "Forced? I was being nice. It's my birthday and you're haggling me." Mom jumps in, "Sweetie, that's rude, let it go," while Dad mumbles, "Can we not do this over cake?" And Cheryl, stirring the pot, goes, "Well, I think it's tacky to ask for money at a party." I'm outnumbered and Leo's glaring like I kicked his sage stash. Dinner's a disaster after that. Leo barely talks to me, Mom keeps sighing dramatically, and I'm stuck with this lapis lazuli lump in my purse, feeling like the world's worst sister. I try texting Leo later, sorry, just stressed about cash, can we talk? But he leaves me on read. By morning, Mom's told half the family and my cousins calling me Crystal Grinch in the group chat. I overhear Aunt Cheryl on the phone saying she ruined his birthday over a rock. Here's my side, I didn't want the crystal. I'm scraping by $1.75 is a week's groceries or half my electric bill. Leo knows that, yet he steamrolled me into this gift and acted like I'm ungrateful for not worshipping it. But I get it, asking for a refund on his birthday was blunt, maybe harsh. I could have waited or just sold the thing on Etsy and kept quiet. Now I'm wondering if I'm the jerk for not sucking it up. So, Reddit, AITA? I didn't mean to tank Leo's big day, but I also didn't sign up for a $75 soul rock. My family's painting me as rude and stingy, and I'm stuck with this crystal and a guilty conscience. What's the verdict? Alright, Reddit, I need you to settle this one. AITA for not tipping our waiter because he was a total jerk, even though my partner thinks I'm just being petty? This happened at a late-night diner during a storm, and it's got my relationship on edge. Picture burnt coffee, a guy named Chet, and a $12 bill that's haunting me. Let's dive in. I'm 31, a freelance photographer who's usually chasing golden hour shots or editing pics of dogs in bow ties for clients. My partner, Sam, 33, is a nurse with a heart of gold and a knack for finding stray cats to adopt. We're up to 3 now, Pickles, Waffles, and Sir Perlat. We've been together 4 years, living in this cozy apartment where the Wi-Fi's spotty but the vibes are good. I'm the impulsive one, Sam's the voice of reason. Usually works out until last night. The scene? Dusty's Diner, this 24-hour grease joint off the highway. It's got flickering neon signs, vinyl booths patched with duct tape, and a jukebox that only plays Elvis or Static. We'd been driving back from a weekend camping trip, rain-soaked tents, Mores disasters, the works, when a storm hit hard. Thunder rattling the car, wipers on max, we pull into Dusty's at 1 a.m., starving and soggy. The place smells like fries and regret, but it's dry, so we're in. Our waiter's this guy, Chet, name stitched on his apron in red cursive like he's starring in a bad 80s movie. He's got a mullet, a toothpick dangling from his lip, and an attitude that screams I'd rather be anywhere else. Fair, it's late, but so are we. Sam orders a burger and fries, I go for pancakes and a coffee. Chet scribbles it down, mutters, yeah, whatever, and shuffles off like we've personally offended him. 10 minutes later, he slams my coffee down so hard it sloshes onto the table. No, sorry, no napkin, just a glare. I mop it up with my sleeve, figuring he's having a rough night. Then the food comes. Sam's burger's fine, but my pancakes? Burnt on one side, raw in the middle like a culinary crime scene. I flag Chet down, polite as I can muster, hey, these are kinda off. Could I get a new stack? He rolls his eyes so hard I'm surprised they don't pop out, snatches the plate, and goes, fine, princess, I'll see what I can do. Sam raises an eyebrow but stays quiet, sipping their Coke. 5 minutes later, Chet's back with a fresh plate, except now the pancakes are drowned in syrup I didn't ask for, sticky mess pooling under my fork. Better, he snaps, toothpick bobbing. I'm done. Dude, I didn't want syrup, what's your deal? He smirks, all smug, and says, maybe don't complain next time. Kitchen's busy. It's 1:30 a.m. There's one other guy in the diner, asleep over a milkshake. Busy, my ass? I'm fuming, but Sam's giving me that don't escalate look, so I eat the soggy mess in silence, plotting revenge via Yelp. Bill comes, $12 even. Chet drops it with a grunt and vanishes. I pull out my card, then pause. I'm not tipping him, I say, loud enough for Sam to hear. They blink. Seriously? It's $1 or $2. He's probably exhausted. I scoff. Exhausted doesn't mean he gets to be a dick. No tip. Sam sighs, pinches the bridge of their nose. You're being petty. It's not like he spat in your food. Isn't it? I shoot back, half joking but half wondering. I leave the bill blank, we pay up front, and Chet doesn't even glance at us as we leave. In the car, Sam's quiet, too quiet. Then that was harsh, babe. He's working a graveyard shift in a storm. I grip the wheel. And I'm soaked and starving doesn't give him a free pass to suck at his job. Sam mutters, still feels mean, and we drive home to the sound of rain and tension. By morning, it's a full-blown thing. Sam's feeding the cats, pointedly not looking at me while I'm scrolling X where someone's posted about always tip, no excuses. Guilt creeps in. I text my sister Jen, a diner waitress herself, for backup. She replies, if he was rude and screwed up your food, no tips fair. But don't expect a medal, people hate stiffing servers. Great. Sam overhears, softens a bit but still says you could have tipped $1. Principal's fine, execution's cold. Now it's awkward at home. Pickles is side-eyeing me from the couch, Sam's humming off-key while doing dishes, a passive-aggressive classic, and I'm replaying Chet's smirk, wondering if I overreacted. I get it, service jobs suck, especially at 1 a.m. in a storm. Maybe he's got a kid, a sick mom, a car payment. But I'm not a charity $12 for burnt pancakes and attitude doesn't scream, earn a bonus. Still, Sam's disappointment stings worse than the coffee burn on my tongue. So, Reddit, AITA? I stood my ground, but now I'm the Grinch who stiffed a waiter and my partner's acting like I kicked a puppy. Was I too harsh, or was Chet's vibe check enough to justify it? Hit me with your thoughts, I'm drowning in cat hair and moral ambiguity over here. Hey Reddit, I've got a doozy for you. AITA for selling an old gaming console I'd loaned to my neighbor without telling him even though he's acting like I stole his firstborn? This all went down in our apartment building's weird little retro gaming circle, and now I'm the bad guy over a dusty Nintendo 64. Grab your controllers, this one's a wild ride. I'm 27, a part-time barista and full-time nerd who's been collecting retro gaming gear since I was a kid, sneaking Pokemon Red under the covers. I've got a setup in my tiny apartment, shelves of cartridges, a CRT TV with scanlins that hum like a lullaby, and a N64 I've had since '98, complete with a chewed-up orange controller from my dog's teething phase. My neighbor, Derek, 24, is this hyper, wiry dude who moved in 6 months ago. He's a delivery driver with a mullet, a Monster Energy tattoo, and a laugh that sounds like a hyena on Red Bull. We hit it off over a shared love of GoldenEye 007 and Smash Brothers trash talk. Our building's got this unofficial gaming crew, me, Derek, and Mrs. Patel from 3B, a 60-something widow who mains Pikachu and brings homemade samosas to our sessions. We meet in the basement lounge, this damp, fluorescent-lit cave with a sagging couch, a vending machine that only spits out stale Skittles, and a TV we rigged with an AV switcher. It's gritty, but it's ours. Last year, Derek mentioned he'd never owned an N64, grew up on a busted PS2, so I loaned him mine. Just borrow it, I said, handing over the console, 2 controllers, and a scratched-up copy of Mario Kart 64. I've got a Switch now, so it's collecting dust. He lit up like I'd given him a gold bar, promising to treat it like royalty. Months pass. Derek's always got it hooked up in his place, #4A, right across the hall where the walls are thin enough I can hear him yelling banana peel at 2 a.m. I don't mind, I'm busy grinding Breath of the Wild and don't miss the N64. But then last week, I'm scrolling OfferUp, desperate for cash, my car's muffler sounds like a dying walrus and repairs $200 I don't have. I spot a listing, N64, good condition, $80. Mine's worth more, original box, extra games, so I figure, why not sell it? Derek's had it forever and I'd warned him it wasn't permanent. Right? I text him, hey, need the N64 back, gonna sell it. No reply. He's probably out delivering pizzas, so I use my spare key he gave it to me for emergencies like feeding his betta fish, Bubbles, when he forgets. I grabbed the console from his cluttered living room, past a pile of Monster cans and a skateboard with a broken wheel, leaving the games and a sticky note, sorry bro, needed cash. Owe you a beer? I sell it that night to some dude in a Sonic hoodie for $120, mufflers fixed, and I'm feeling like a budgeting genius. Next day, Derek bangs on my door like he's auditioning for SWAT. Dude, where's the N64? He yells, mullet quivering. His eyes are wild, hands flailing. I go to play Ocarina after a 10-hour shift and it's gone. I explain calmly, I think that I sold it, it was mine, he'd had it for months. He cuts me off. You loaned it to me. That's not how this works. You can't just sneak in and yoink it. It's my console, I say, leaning on the doorframe. I needed the money, car broke down. I left a note. He snorts. A note? Bro, that's shady as hell. You didn't even ask. I point out he didn't answer my text, but he's on a roll. I've been grinding perfect dark high scores, those are MY memories now. You owe me, man. I laugh, big mistake, because he storms off, slamming his door so hard my Player 1 sign falls off the wall. The fallout's instant. Mrs. Patel corners me by the mailboxes, samosa tin in hand, and goes, Derek's crushed, dear. That game box meant something to him. I groan. It's not his. She pats my arm. Still, a heads up would have been kind. By evening, Derek's posted in our building's Discord, yeah, we've got one, #basementgamers lost my N64 to a backstabber. RIP GoldenEye nights. People start at, ING me with bro WTF and crying Pikachu emojis. I DM him, dude, I'll split the cash $60. Chill. He replies, keep your blood money, thief, and mutes me. Now it's weird. Derek blasts Limp Bizkit through the wall, passive-aggressive mode activated, and Mrs. Patel's giving me sad eyes at our next session where Derek no-shows. I'm out $120 I can't undo and the lounge feels empty without his hyena cackle. I get it, he loved that N64, poured hours into it. Maybe I should have waited for a reply or offered him first dibs. But it was mine, loaned, not gifted, and I was in a pinch. Still, I'm replaying his My Memories rant, wondering if I'm a jerk for not seeing his side. So, Reddit, AITA? I sold my own stuff, but now I'm the villain of #4A and the gaming crew's vibe is toast. Was I wrong to pull the plug, or is Derek overreacting to a loan ending? Lay it on me, I'm sipping cold brew and dodging glares through the peephole. Hi Reddit, I need your judgment. AITA for refusing to chip in for a coworker's gift because I don't even talk to him even though he's now calling me selfish? This went down in our chaotic call center and it's turned my coffee breaks into a war zone. Picture headsets, passive-aggressive post-its, and a $20 Venmo request that's got everyone side-eyeing me. Here's the scoop. I'm 29, a customer service rep at Telco Trend, this soul-sucking call center where we troubleshoot Wi-Fi routers for people who think unplug it is witchcraft. I've been here 2 years, surviving on iced lattes and the faint hope of a promotion that never comes. My desk's a fortress, stickers of Baby Yoda, a mini fan that wheezes like it's dying, and a mug that says I survived another call. I keep to myself, mostly head down, headset on, vibing to lo-fi beats between "Have you tried restarting?" scripts. The coworker in question is Greg, 35, our team's self-appointed morale booster. He's got a loud laugh, a closet full of Hawaiian shirts, and a habit of blasting Sweet Caroline from his Bluetooth speaker on Fridays. He's been here forever, knows everyone's birthday, and once organized a Taco Tuesday that gave half the floor food poisoning. People love him or tolerate him, but me? We've said maybe 10 words total. He's all team spirit, I'm all leave me alone. Not beef, just different wavelengths. Last week, our shift lead, Priya, 25, perpetually stressed, always clutching a Red Bull, sends a group email, Greg's wife just had twins. Let's get him a gift, Venmo me $20 each by Friday. The office buzzes. People are cooing over blurry ultrasound pics. Greg's pinned to his cubicle, planning a card, whispering about diaper brands. I skim the email, see $20, and nope out. I don't know Greg. I don't care about Greg. Twins are cool, I guess, but $20's half my grocery budget. I'm not eating ramen so he can get a baby bouncer? I delete the email and keep it moving. Friday rolls around and Priya's making the rounds, headset dangling like a necklace, chirping, Venmo'd me yet? She hits my desk, all smiles. Hey, you in for Greg's gift? I sip my latte, casual as hell. Nah, I'm good. Don't really know him. Her face freezes, mid-Red Bull gulp. Oh, okay. She scurries off, but I catch her whispering to Greg by the printer, both glancing my way. Great. Lunchtime, I'm microwaving leftover pad thai, smell wafting, glorious, when Greg looms over me, Hawaiian shirt clashing with the beige break room. Heard you're not chipping in, he says, arms crossed, voice loud enough to turn heads. I shrug. Yeah, we don't talk. Didn't see the point. His jaw drops. Seriously? It's for my twins. You're on this team, aren't you? I stir my noodles, calm but firm. Congrats and all, but I'm not your buddy. $20's steep for a stranger. He laughs sharp, bitter. Wow, selfish much. Everyone else pitched in. It's not about buddies, it's about decency. I snap back, decency's not guilting me into a gift I can't afford. He storms off, muttering unbelievable, and I'm left with my pad thai and a room full of stares. By 3 p.m. the vibe's off. Coworkers whisper behind monitors, Priya avoids eye contact, and someone leaves a post-it on my desk, team player much, with a frowny face. Subtle. After shift, it's worse. Greg's telling anyone who'll listen, lobby, parking lot, everywhere, she's too good to help out a new dad. People I barely know are texting me, yikes, harsh move, or it's just $20, chill. Priya pulls me aside Monday, all twitchy. Look, I get it, but Greg's hurt. Maybe just send $5? I hold firm. I'm not caving to peer pressure. He's not my problem. She sighs, walks away, and now I'm the office Scrooge. Here's my take, I'm not heartless. Twins are a big deal, good for Greg. But I live paycheck to paycheck, $20s gas for a week or a vet visit for my cat, Luna, who's got a cough I'm ignoring out of denial. I don't know Greg anything, we're not friends, barely coworkers. He's never asked how I'm doing, never shared his tacos. Why is it selfish to skip a gift for someone I'd blank on in a lineup? Still, I see his side, new dad, stressed, maybe expecting a team lift. And yeah, I could have Venmo'd a token $2 and dodged this mess. Now I'm wondering if I'm the jerk for drawing a line. So, Reddit, AITA? I didn't chip in and now I'm the call center Grinch, dodging dirty looks over burnt coffee. Was I too cold, or is Greg overblowing a non-issue? Tell me straight, I'm hiding in my cubicle, questioning my life choices.